Welcome back to another episode of the Nterludes Radio. It's your host with the most, J Style.
Sincere, your fellow Martian.
And your boy Petsari from Burgundy.
You know what I'm saying? And today we talking about community work and travels.
With a very special guest that we bring to you guys.
Yes, et on a un petit cadeau pour ses pieds.
So stay tuned. Whoop, whoop.
Fitted cap, trench coat with a pair of Jordan Turner boats moving by, glides, keeping them afloat high. Got thrust eye cause you're trying to follow. Well, all bad, we got no ice to borrow. Like camera action, but movement capture, alter reality, picture frame dissect the higher of melanin in that intro chapter. The catamaran captain and cap locks caption hyphen. Find a pause in this leto moment. Let's applaud cause this Wednesday is golden. Who would have thought that day was chosen? Interludes of a life, what's happening?
What's up, my fellas? How y'all doing today? How we doing?
Good. Toi, ça va bien?
We living. So yeah, I was just thinking back today, about my community. I'm from Little Burgundy, born and raised. Montreal, but I'm saying the community that helped and raised me was Little Burgundy. And I wanted to talk about that a bit today with you guys. Like, what's the community that you're from, and like what role do you feel like it played in your life?
Damn.
You want to go?
Well, as for me, I moved around a lot. I started off at Côte-des-Neiges.
CDN?
Yeah. And then I moved to the West Island. But I was always doing a lot of back and forth to Côte-des-Neiges because that's where I started playing basketball. And funny enough, like when I started to take dance seriously, it always brought me back to Côte-des-Neiges. Like, for example, even just to take Crump. Côte-des-Neiges. It's the same place I play basketball with all the rest of the Filipinos.
C'est là que t'as commencé à danser à Côte-des-Neiges? That's when you learned how to...
I wouldn't say that, but it always came back to going there to that building.
Okay.
The community center.
Yeah.
Because we were playing basketball there, and then moved to the West Island. But I was always going back and forth. Parents divorced and everything, but always going back and forth. So I spent time there, and then now I'm all the way east. So I went from Côte-des-Neiges to the West Island, and now I'm out in the east. So yeah, man. I guess as far as the role that's played for me, I think it's just really just allowed me to discover myself, discover a lot of things, especially like, okay, where do I feel most comfortable? I would say that it's more the people I share it with. So whether it's at Côte-des-Neiges, whether it's in the West Island, whether it's out in the East, wherever, I guess you could say, my passion, like dance, takes me. That's home to me.
Jeez.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Dope.
What about you?
Moi, je suis né à Greenfield Park. Shout out Longueuil.
For real?
Yes.
T'es un panel Longueuil?
Panel Longueuil, ça c'est live on camera.
Yeah, shout out BB Man. BB Man, panel Longueuil, panel Greenfield.
Greenfield Park.
Shout out to BB Man.
Mais j'ai déménagé à Bergs, petite Bourgogne, sud-ouest de l'île. Et puis, j'avais juste 3 mois. So I still consider myself, né à Montréal, né dans le Bergs, you know what I mean? So yeah. La question, tu disais comme quoi, how do you relate to the...
Like how what's the influence that the community had on you?
Oh, community, alright, c'est bon. La communauté, mais j'ai grandi, non, c'est là que j'ai connu Jean, toi, à travers Bradley, right? Bergs, qu'est-ce que Bergs m'a appris? C'est ça, quelque chose plus simplifié, genre?
Genre.
Mais c'est plus, je sais pas si c'est le Bergs qui m'a appris ça ou c'est plus le monde avec qui je chillais, on va dire. Parce que moi, j'ai un grand frère, right? Puis mon grand frère il avait beaucoup d'amis, Puis moi, j'ai toujours regardé, comme mon grand frère, puis comment il chillait avec les autres. Puis, j'ai jamais été vraiment involved in the community, right? But I was for sure looking through the window, let's say, right? Puis j'ai appris comme ça, comment agir, how to handle myself, in a respective way. And yeah, man, j'ai pas mal analysé le monde, comment me conduct, right? C'est pas mal ça, man. Sinon, c'est sûr que Bergs a joué un rôle parce que c'est l'entourage qui fait comme quoi, comme tu grandis, right? Mais yeah, man, ça m'a, for sure, je pense que ça m'a donné des bonnes valeurs, So, je suis pas un gars du streets, but I've seen how streets behave in some kind of way.
Yeah,
and for sure, ça m'a donné une façon de interagir avec le monde puis
Yeah.
le conduct.
Yeah. I hear you. I hear you. Like if I take it to my side, like at first we were living in Parc X. Not a lot of people know that.
Oh,
but yeah.
okay. Oh.
We were living in Parc X on Saint Roch, my family and I. And then we moved to Bergs when I was about like 4 or 5, something like that. And then we stayed there until like I was a young adult. So in my heart, I'm a dude from Bergs. I do not rep Parc X. I'm not from Parc X. That's, I was there for like 4 years, but I don't remember those years. I'm a dude from Bergs. I'm saying Bergs helped groom me into the person that I am right now. I'm saying, and the influence that the community had on me is crazy, bro. Like, if I think about it, I could have made so many destructive choices.
Yeah.
But because I had the community around me, like Jean, like it's crazy that I still have a relationship with Jean, because this dude's been knowing me since I was 7. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm 24 and he's still in my life. That's what's crazy, you know. And
ça, je réalise comme un pas genre father figure, mais mentor,
you know, see what is crazy, you know, because growing up in Bergs, you have so many. There's so much opportunity to take the wrong choices. You know, there's a lot of distractions that are present. And grâce à la communauté que j'avais et dans la communauté dans laquelle que j'étais, if I were to make those wrong decisions, I would have people who would literally sit me down and be like, yo, bro, that's not the way to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, j'ai mangé des coups, you know what I'm saying? Comme si les gens c'était mes parents, mais les gens n'étaient pas mes parents, but j'ai quand même reçu des coups, you know.
Des coups bénéfiques.
You know what I'm saying? Pour la discipline and all of that. And also just them taking me with them. Like as a young one, I remember like going out to do shows with them, with him, his partner Jeff. You know, like they brought me to do a show with them at Dawson. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just a kid. And they're like young adults already. And they're taking me.
No?
Not even before that, bro.
Or?
Before that. And they're taking me with them to do shows with them, bro. Like they could have just left me in the hood, like with nothing to do. And, you know, like.
It's true, man.
Find some distractions, go and smoke some weed or something. But they're like, nah, yo, kid, like, you know how to dance. We're about to go do a show. Come with us, practice with us a bit. And then, you know, for the night, we're going to take you to the school and let you live that, like, small segment of your dream. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're a kid and we put you on stage, yo, you feel like.
You feel alive.
That feeling you get, that shit is different. You know what I'm saying? So just bringing a kid with you and letting that kid experience that plays a big role in your life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's how I could relate to that, to the work, to the influence that community had in my life.
Oh, I definitely feel you on that, especially on the part about just having mentors. Because, like, I mean, I would say I was pretty much a nomad, more until now. But, like, I always had people like again, I'm going to name a few names.
T'as des frères qui sortent, right?
Yeah. I have a younger sister.
Younger sister.
Just
That's
a year
it?
apart.
Okay.
Yeah. I have 7. I have Monster. There's definitely more to be named. A Freak. Can't forget the homie Freak. But yeah, like, these people, like, they play a huge part of my life, and they're all from different places.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And these are people that, like, especially Monster, he's known me since I was little. And it's all, like, thanks to my cousin Francis that, like, introduced me to just, like almost all the OGs. So I was kind of fortunate to just be well surrounded. But I know for a fact, bro, if I stayed in Côte-des-Neiges, I would have been off, like, doing some.
T'aurais d'autres options, j'imagine que, right? Tout en rapport avec les décisions que tu prends puis les options qui sont ouvertes à toi. À la fin de la journée, c'est toi qui take that decision, right?
Straight.
But we're definitely grateful for just being well surrounded.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, bro.
If not for that, bro.
Ça joue une grosse
Who
partie de ma
knows?
vie, ça, je pense. Comme l'entourage, là, des fois, you think about it. Like, si, on va dire que si j'ai pas de grande sœur ou de grand frère, je dis, shit, ce serait peut-être moi qui devrais, comme, non, briser la glace. You know, puis back in the day, in the 90s, like early 2000s, c'est pas comme aujourd'hui que le monde fait néné, tu comprends? Dans le temps, c'était pas des nénés, c'était des gagones. Des gagones, puis 2-3 outils.
Sheesh.
pour
2-3 machettes.
Yeah. Puis quoi que ce soit, ça c'est un de many. Mais oui, ben, l'entourage joue un gros facteur, man, dans où je suis aujourd'hui, qui je suis et mes valeurs. Ça, that's for sure.
Yeah,
That's for
bro.
sure.
Yeah. And like you said, you spoke about being well surrounded, and I think the fact that I was well surrounded as a kid already in Little Burgundy, that carried on with me when I got into the dance scene. I was more picky with who I wanted to be around.
Yes,
I'm saying I wouldn't just
Yeah.
je veux pas dire socialiser, mais regrouper avec n'importe qui. You know what I'm saying I would choose wisely who I wanted to be surrounded
Right.
with. You know what I'm saying,
Right.
and then I ended up being surrounded for like the same people that you named,
Yeah,
like Monster
real.
Pop, Seven. Like those are mentors in the dance scene as well. And now I'm fortunate to count Spicy as as part of like that circle, that community. People like Pax and all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
As-
Pack, Spicy, like these are people, even if they're not your mentors, they will guide you. You know, whatever questions you have, they're there for that. You know.
Do you feel like, quand tu parles de PAX puis tout, quand tu dis que tu viens de Bergs, tu penses que ça joue comme un genre d'effet psychologique sur la personne à qui tu dis ça, genre, yo, je viens de Bergs, tu penses que ça fait déjà comme un genre de lien? On dirait que j'ai comme, des fois, tu dis, yo, tu viens de où? Je viens de Bergs, je viens de petite Bourgogne, c'est comme, oh, on dirait que l'énergie change.
Nah.
I get this feeling sometimes. I don't know.
It might.
You could still be a jackass, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying, come on. It's like, oh, okay, Twin Bergs. Oh shit, yeah.
It's different. It's different because
it is,
I
yeah.
know if I'm talking to someone and someone is like, yo, I'm from Bergs, I'm gonna be like, for real, which street?
Yeah, je viens de Laval. Tu sais, ça peut changer.
I'm gonna just be like, yo, where did you grow up at? You know, like especially if it's streets that you frequent, que t'as fréquenté quand t'étais plus jeune, you know. Si c'est des rues que t'as fréquenté quand t'étais plus jeune, it might change the perspective that you have from that person, you know?
It's true though, because if I tell people, oh yeah, I live in the West Island.
Yeah. C'est comme,
You live in another country.
Pointe-Claire
No
ou
offense,
Dollard des
but, you know,
Ormeaux? Yeah. That's the, I'm from the east side, you know.
Yeah.
Oh,
or
shit.
even, I think there was a time too, I was talking to a friend and he was like, oh, where are you staying at right now? I'm staying at Lachine.
Yeah.
I think it was, is it called VSP?
De quoi? La Chine?
Yeah, in Lachine. It was a particular hood that I was in. But
Yeah.
yeah, I told him that and he was like, oh,
Oh, you gangster.
there.
No?
Yeah. You know?
Okay.
But yeah, I guess it plays a part.
You know,
I guess.
it doesn't sum you up as a person,
Yeah, it definitely
c'est comme
does.
tu vois un petit peu.
but
Okay.
it might ease certain relationships. I'm saying,
Yeah.
that's it. So yeah, guys, thank you guys for sharing.
Yes.
Know what I'm saying we had a little quick talk about community
quick one.
and everything that it did for us, and we're really thankful to our
Yeah.
communities. Know what I'm saying. And yeah, yo, we're gonna go to another episode of the Interludes. Know what I'm saying? Stay tuned. Know what I'm saying?
Hey, oh,
My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad.
Yeah.
My bad. All right. And we back here with your host with the most, J Style. And I am with none other than the man himself, Melo.
What's up? What it do?
What it do, my brother? How you doing?
I'm good. I'm blessed. How are you?
Yo, I'm good, Chief. I'm good. Thank you for accepting, to be part of this platform, to come through, to, share with us with your dance and share with us with your words as well. We really appreciate you for that.
Thank you for having me.
Fam,
Appreciate it.
That's love. And thank you to GT once again for, hosting us, having us out here. You can see the studio is super nice, super dope. Know what I'm saying we good. Hey, know what I'm saying we got the equipment. We good. All right. So, my G, Melo, I got a few questions. I got a few questions for you. All right?
Shoot, bro. Shoot.
So we're gonna start with this. I want you to take us back. Take us back to the motherland, my guy. And I want you to describe the culture you grew up in. Talk to us.
Yeah. Back to the motherland. Born in the Ivory Coast. I'm originally from Congo. I was born in the Ivory Coast. That's kind of where I spent like the first 10, 11 years of my life.
Jeez.
Yeah. And yeah, I miss it. Because it was a blessed time growing up there.
Nice.
Yeah.
And how was like, what was the dynamic at home? Like, were you born like in a culture like I know the African culture is like there's a lot of music, a lot of celebrations and things like that. Was it something that was common for you as well?
Oh yeah, I was born into a family where music was everything, really. And in Ivory Coast, music is a big part of the culture also. And the Congolese culture movement that is in Ivory Coast is huge, right? And growing up, my grandpa used to play. Yeah, my family is deep into music. My dad is really into music. I have uncles that are musicians also. So back at home, music was a big part. Music was playing all the time, and I was always watching like video clips on TV of Kofi or where I saw, being from Congo. Bro, I was trying to imitate all the steps, all the moves. So music is part of my life, man. I grew up on it.
Sheesh.
And dancing.
All right, so I've never been to the motherland, all right, but I've experienced a Congolese wedding.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering, like, because you've experienced both.
Yes, sir.
So how are the weddings down in Africa, bro?
We tend to celebrate everything, man. Every time there's a small reason to celebrate, we do it. So imagine when it's actually an actual reason to do it. Jeez. Weddings are, it's amazing. I used to, like the first dancing that I did really where I was at a wedding. It was at a wedding, bridesmaids and groomsmen. My big brothers were, my big cousins were, and I used to learn the steps and dancing. We danced from the beginning to the end.
To the end of the night.
The end is, so
yeah.
Weddings it's a vibe. It's all about the energy over there, and that brings dancing, food. Brings everybody together.
Yes,
weddings are crazy.
Yes. Now, if we take it back to your family again, I think you told me that your grandfather was a griot.
Griot, yeah.
Could you, like, define a bit what that entails?
In Ivory Coast, we call it atalaku. Atalaku is where you give shout-outs, really. You come and you sing for somebody. Like, I come and be like, hey, J Styles, the way you look, and you pay me. You know what I mean? So that's what he used to do. He used to do different shows, and but mostly that was that.
Okay.
Yeah, at parties, at different, they come and they have I call it a band because that's what it is, and they sing for people, and that's it from like East Africa, the village. That's back in the day. So the traditional stuff. That's what he was doing.
Jeez. And we noticed that listening to Congolese music, even nowadays, like they'll always shout out someone's name, like the chanson de Kofi or something like that. Yeah, you hear like Tantine Ginette,
Mama Jackie.
They'll always like shout out a name,
Shout out, yeah.
But that person paid the artist to say their name.
Of course, that's where it comes from.
And that's a lot of publicity, man. That's a lot of publicity for them afterwards. So now with this question, what's your earliest memory of dance?
My earliest memory of dance was I have two of them. Now that I think about it, I don't know which one comes first, but it's around the same time, right? Dance battle at my little sister's birthday. She's born on the 31st of December.
Ooh.
Right? So it goes into New Year's. And also we used to have these huge celebrations, like parties at the house with cousins. And I had my cousin that had come from Congo, because we're in the Ivory Coast. He wasn't a dancer and all. I was the dancer, really, just having fun. And he went to Congo and he came back with all these steps, and So I took it personal. We had to bring, he had to happen on the dance floor, And that's my earliest memory of actually, other than just dancing to video clips, of actually like battling and dancing, because we danced the whole day. And also the other one that I was talking about is a wedding, right? My uncle was getting married, and I would say that was more like the choreographed part of it,
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's it, man.
Jeez, and I could relate to that, because my earliest memory was like when I was young, around 7 as well, and I think for some reason I have me in my head in a class, not really a class because it was a summer program, a summer camp. And I had Jean, my mentor, who was teaching us a wave. That's my earliest memory, yo. I don't know if you remember.
That's crazy, man.
7 years old, yo. First move ever. Boom.
Like,
a
boom,
wave.
boom, boom.
Yo,
That's lit.
j'ai abusé sur ce move. That was all I was doing after that, bro.
That's dope.
That was all, man.
That's
all right.
dope.
So you're in Africa, all right?
Yeah.
And then, boom, you leave Africa and you go to a country that's a bit more unfamiliar to you, right?
Yeah.
So tell us a bit about that.
Yeah, I left Africa for the States in, it was 2001, 2002 ish. And yeah, showed up to, like, I had visited the States before with my dad and all, and went back to Africa, but it was different, you know, coming from Africa. And the way I left Africa was more when the war started, so we basically had to get out of there, right? So got
Where
to
did you
the
guys?
States.
Where did you guys go? My bad.
When we got to the States, we were in New York first.
Okay.
We went to Utah, and then I hit St. Louis.
Okay. Got you. And how was it with, like, was it a new language that you had to face? Was it?
Oh yeah, everything was different, man. Like I showed up and in my head, like, first of all, the States were the States. America, it's beautiful. Everything is
The
the
American
American
dream.
dream. There you go. And yeah, it was different language. The language barrier was heavy for me. Yeah, but when you're younger, you know, it's easier for you to navigate and to get accustomed to like a different environment, basically. So yeah, I took when I got there, I actually I did my whole high school in the States.
Okay.
So I was you know, I was taking, like, we call English, ESL, English as a second language stuff, and I met a lot of people, a lot of different, you know, different type of people. So it's sure that it was a huge adjustment for me.
Jeez. So you did your teenage years in America.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my teenage years. Yeah.
Jeez. And then after that, you make another move and you come here to Montreal.
To Montreal.
The beautiful
man.
MTL.
MTL
514.
514. You already know.
438. That's the new area code. If you're a new one, 438, that's for
438
you.
for you.
But 514.
Yes, sir.
All right. And then how was that transition?
It was different. It was another one. Yeah, it was different for me. You know, I had to, like, when I got here first, I had to deal with immigration issues. You know, so that was and to tell you the truth, bro, I didn't want to come here, man. I didn't want to come here. I was in the States and I had that mentality. Is like, what's going on in Canada? There's nothing in Canada. We're still in igloos over there.
We live in igloos. We riding horses and shit.
I remember telling my boys, I'm like, yo, I gotta go I'm moving to they're like, where? I'm like, I'm going to Canada, boy. For what? Like, really, for what? And on top of that, it's like it's a French side of Canada, right? So everybody now is used to Toronto and all that stuff. It's like Montreal. They were just like, okay. And that was the only thing I knew about Canada, like this side. Montreal is like, they speak French.
That's the only thing you knew.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And when I got here, I had really to adjust. But it was an easy transition, really, because I met a lot of like the cultural multi-ethnicity is ridiculous. So for me, I felt right at home, right? Jeez. Like I got here and the French helped, English helped, so it was really, and it brought me back to dancing, man. Like, to tell you the truth, because in the States I was, I kind of got away from that, like the whole African side of it. Like it was Africa at home, and outside it's America.
It's America,
right?
Yep.
So I was into playing ball, vibing with my, like, you know, my friends doing what teenage boys do. And here really brought me back to my roots.
Gotcha.
So that's why I got mad love for Montreal, man.
Yeah, the 514. The 514. All right. So now we did a little, like, un petit survol. Hein?
Yeah.
Un petit survol. A little overview of your
plane ride.
I'm saying, like, where you been. I'm saying Africa, America, then Canada.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Now I want us to dig more into your stay in America.
Okay.
That led to you coming to Montreal.
Okay, yeah.
Cool. So, like you just said, my fault. You left Africa for the U.S. at the age of like 12, right? Yes. The reason for your departure? You mentioned like you guys had to go.
Yeah, it was basically a coup.
Coup d'etat?
Your coup d'etat. People have to live. Like either like basically you have to just figure your stuff out, right? So Pops wanted everybody to leave the country, really. So from that, the coup was in Ivory, like a couple of them, like you could tell stuff was getting hectic. Like it wasn't gonna fix itself anytime soon, you know. So we decided that we needed to leave, and that's when he made it happen.
Okay.
And we landed in America.
Did you guys leave everyone together as one family?
Oh no. I went to the States with my sister, my dad, me, and my sister.
Okay.
And like it was basically like, yo, let's get the fuck out of
Gotta
here
get the
by
fuck
all
out.
means necessary. Like, you know. So we came here and my family, the rest of my family went to Birmingham.
Okay.
In the UK. That's where they live right now, actually.
Jeez. Shout out to the UK. Still ours, eh?
Still all day. So that's how it happened. That's how I left, and I went to the States.
How did you live that separation from your roots and from your family?
It was hard from the family. First of all, crazy, man. Because as a kid, it's really like a see you later type of thing, right? So it's like, I'm gonna see you later. When is later, bro?
That's a good question.
And that was hard. That was hard because Dad Pops dropped me off and I had to leave. So you're just like, you don't know what's going on, basically. Like you need not deadlines, you need checkpoints. You're like, okay, this, I'm coming back this. I'm doing this, but when it doesn't happen, as a kid, you don't have anything really to hold on to as far as like that goes. And from the culture, it was because still, like, I'm living with my African family. So like I say, at home it's Africa, man.
When you
at
step
home,
out,
when you step out, you do, and it's still Africa because you need to come back to Africa. So watch out.
I hear you.
You know what I mean?
Hear you.
So the transition was it was kind of complicated. Also, when I surrounded, like when I went to Utah, I was just around white folks.
So how was that new reality? Like you just said, you're at home. It's Africa. It's some things that you're familiar with. And I'm saying, manger fufu. Now I'm saying, fufu pondu, chikwang,
tout ça.
Now I'm saying,
oh là là, avec le piment sur
frère,
l'eau glacée
attends,
pour accompagner.
Là j'ai faim. Can we take a break? Je peux aller manger? Je peux aller, All right. But when you step out, it's not what it's like at home. It's something totally different. It's a new reality. And what's that new reality that you're faced with? What do you see?
Everything is different, like I said. It's like school. You got neighbors, you got school, the kids you play with at the park. Like, people are different than you. Because where I was at for like most of the time, like in Utah, it's like most of the people are Caucasians, So it's like, and I went, like, even in Ivory Coast and all, I was in the French school, Les Pascal. So I was used to chilling with white folks, but it was just different because that's the predominant, that's the people that are there, and that really, I don't like to call people there. It's like people are self-centered, so they don't really know the reality. So when you first go to the States, depending on where you at, obviously, everybody looks at you like, the new clean, fresh off the boat.
You a fob.
Straight up.
Fresh off the boat. A fob.
Off the boat. Yeah, you know what I mean? So there's like mentors, jokes, and all of that. And it's easier when you got people that look like you. So when you're the only, like, you're black kid here, it's a hard adjustment. Emotionally, mentally, all that, it's a hard adjustment, right?
Gotcha.
I was with my cousins and all, so
did your cousins play a role in you, like?
Oh yeah,
finding a way to solidify?
because they were already there.
Okay.
When I got there, and like that was an easier transition for me.
Okay.
The transition was easier because I had my older cousin that I look up to, and I had a younger one. My sister was with me. And all that, and then from the community that they were in already, like as far as like the African community that they had, what there was of it, like helped me just navigate, and also I always say that my ESL class was English as a second language.
Yeah.
I used to chill with Latinos, and I told Filipinos and Cambodians, and that's why I felt at home, just they all made that transition easier for me.
Gotcha.
They're all together.
You spoke about community quick just now. I guess, I'm pretty sure back home in Africa, you had a really strong sense of community. Like the community was very strong. Like I already feel it when I'm with my parents.
Yeah.
Like about like how strong the African community is. Like, till this day, people will call, I'm not gonna say asking for money, but when the hand needs to be, quand quelqu'un a besoin d'aide, les gens reach out.
Yeah, they
you know
reach
what I'm saying?
out.
Genre comme on s'aide vraiment entre nous, So il y a une communauté.
The family runs deep.
You know what I'm saying? C'est genre, si même t'as un cousin qui est dans rien de bon, like ils sont prêts à comme l'accueillir à la maison et des shit comme ça. You know what I'm saying?
Ouais.
So that was gonna be my question. During those trying times, what was your community? C'était quoi les trucs qui étaient là pour toi?
Yeah. Well, like in Ivory Coast, for instance, like I consider myself from Ivory Coast too. So the like I grew up with just people around me all the time. Like I don't remember just being by myself. Me, my sisters, and my parents. No, there's always an uncle, there's always an auntie, there's always a cousin going, like you said, qu'on accueille à la maison, on accueille à la maison. And I grew up like that. So the Congolese community within Ivory Coast, like Abidjan, where I was at.
Abidjan.
Abidjan.
Je vais t'engager.
2-5. Shout out was a big, for me, was already, like, that's all I knew. Like the community, parties, events that he used to host and all that. And in the States, there was also a community, but the change is that it's an African community now, where I was at.
Okay.
It's not necessarily just a Congolese community. It's an African. There weren't so many like African people at first. So, everybody just came in together. It's like an African union.
You're African, we
You're
together.
African, we're together. You're black, we're together. And that was good. That allowed me also to, meet and hang out with people from like different backgrounds within Africa, and it was good. It was good. That's I think it's important that was a big part of my transition, and that was important. Church is everything, man. Like I grew up at church, like 24/7. When the doors were open, we were there. So church is also like it keeps you grounded. It's a good foundation for our community. So yeah,
and you were able to find that community also in America.
In America, yeah. Well, like I said, it's different.
But
it was different, but it's still something.
Got you.
Still something.
Cool. So then after Logan, Utah, you make a move to the South.
Yeah.
South side. Whoop-de-whoop. South
You already
side.
know.
No, I'm saying.
Wait. Yeah.
And where do you go?
St. Louis.
St. Louis. I'm from St. Louis. From St. Louis.
St. Louis.
I think
You got
Smino's
it.
from down there. St. Louis. I'm from St. Louis. All right, cool. Now, for real, each state in America is basically like its own little country. It's like another country. You know what I'm saying? Like, New York is New York.
Yeah.
Florida is Florida.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
everybody
saying?
got their own thing going on. Like, it's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So what's the difference? What are the differences you noticed? going
Black
down there?
people, bruh. Like, I'll tell you the truth. Like, traveling, even going to different places. Even I went to ATL on my way here. Like, basically, whoop, and for me, when I say black people, it's like I was hanging out with so many white kids, and like I'm saying white kids because that's in Utah. That's what it is. That I got uncomfortable around black people, bro.
Damn.
It's crazy, huh?
That's
like
wild.
you show up and it's like, damn. I was with my sister. I remember looking at her. I'm like, at the airport, and we're like, yo, black people everywhere. You know? So you go from Africa where it's all black and mentally you don't realize how much it affects you, right? And go to the States where no, it changes. And then you come back to your people and you're like, this is weird.
Yeah.
This feel for the first the first few days, like living, you're uncomfortable. You know? And then melting, but you get into it and you know.
Yeah.
So that's the main difference, really. The main, like, there's more people like you. To tell you the truth, and it allows you to be more comfortable.
Jeez. Got you. Did you prefer St. Louis or Utah?
Well, it depends. Parties, St. Louis.
You
know,
right there.
I like the way you do that right there. It's chingy, you know. Nelly's got lunatics. Some lunatics over there. You know what I mean? So it's like everything, like basically if you want to be bored. No, I'm kidding. No. I like Utah for certain stuff, but the family side of it was in Utah, like growing up with my same cousins, they were in Ivory Coast with me. That part of it was blessed, and, you know. And I loved it. I love my time there with them also. And on the other side, it's just that you get a chance to do like other stuff. Like you're a teenager, right? You parties, girls. You know what I'm saying? You get to talk to girls. You know?
Speak to the lady them.
Yeah,
I'm saying?
speak to the ladies. And then I was like, black girls.
My sister.
My sisters.
Hello. You know what I'm saying? Yo, we got the castor oil ready. You know what I'm saying?
You know what
I'm saying? Be blackity black.
Yeah, so all that is a transition, man, and it affects you in general.
Cheese. Yo, that's dope. That's really dope.
Yeah, man.
So, you in St. Louis, I'm saying, doing the chicken head and all that, you know what I'm saying? And then you move again.
Yeah.
Where do you go?
I come to Montreal, but like I said,
Before Montreal, you moved to another place still in America.
Yeah, I did a couple of stops, actually. But I went to New York before coming to Montreal.
NYC.
NYC.
New York City. What's up?
New York City, the Big Apple.
Yeah.
I was in Harlem. At my uncle's. My uncle. You know my African uncles, man. He grew up with my dad. He's an uncle. We have a big family, bro.
Everybody's uncle and cousins. And those are your nephews. Yo, sometimes
you see somebody on the street, you don't call it by a name. For what? That's disrespectful. Bonjour, tantine.
Même mama.
Yeah,
mama. Everybody's mama.
Everybody's mama,
you know what I'm saying?
So, yeah, I was at my uncle's for a while, and that was right before I came to Montreal.
Jeez.